So I decided to film again, guys. We have a missing page, uh, page 35, and it's 1:39 in the morning right now. Today is February 21st, 2026, Saturday. Okay, I'll just continue and we proceed with the other one. I'll make sure that we already finish this because I'll burn this book after. This is not good for you guys. So next one is for page 35. Irrational behavior is a cognitive failure to perform actions which help achieve one's goals. The person in the previous example might have a stated goal to become head of sales in the next 2 years. However, that doesn't mean their real goals align. If someone is not consciously acting to achieve their goal, they can no longer be called their goals. Therefore, the behavior is still not irrational. So, sometimes when two people are wanted to reach a certain goal, diba? Along the way, sometimes they have, what do you call this? They fall into a pattern where they have to separate because, you know, things have been unpredictable and like really any moment can change. Okay, so do not be too fixated with many things. Irrational behavior is more like a tick of the mind. It is a mistake based on either a failure of human instinct or a lack of understanding. This is distinct from a lack of information whereby a person can still make a mistake. However, it is rational behavior based on the knowledge available to them. So a good example of irrational behavior is playing the lottery. Everyone knows how unlikely it is that your ticket will win, but many people play anyway for the chance to win big. Something about human instinct encourages people to gamble for a reward. So maraming Pinoy na ganito. It's like an addiction. And they can't stop it. There are a lot of you guys that don't have self-control over these things. Diba? That's why it's still so it's still a trend nowadays. It's still popular. You're still feeding off it. The same approach is used by social media apps. We have discovered that an endlessly scrolling feed is the perfect way to tap into a twitch of human instinct. People scroll down and down the page, revealing new posts and content, each time gambling on whether something will be of interest or more drivel. It plays into the same risk or reward mechanism as the lottery, manipulating human instinct to get more ad views, keep people using the app for longer, increase their revenue. So it has an actual effect on our brains. We are using this thing on a daily basis. It has been we have been the scientists and the people who actually have uh what do you call this, a hold on the scientists. They've already um uh experimented as a human being in so many ways, uh so many times, diba? This is one way of like putting us in a ano bang state yun. Basta it's not good, like on the long term, especially for the children. They have becoming more they are becoming more irritated and have short span of time at the same time. Things like that, guys. So it has a long term uh effect on your actual living situation. Mahirap siya i-explain sa inyo. Basta aralin nyo na lang, guys, ha. Yeah. Hindi ko maaano lahat. And basta make it scientifically based and use sites that are actually legit, okay? Not everyone is as vulnerable to these methods of manipulation as others. The way rational behavior fits into this book approach to manipulation is as part of observe behavior. Just because behavior is irrational doesn't mean that it is random. It can often be predicted. This makes it just as useful as rational behavior in understanding a person or party. The important thing is to be aware of the responsibility or irrational behavior, identify it, and work it into your approach to manipulation. Wait lang. Okay, so let's just continue. This is now page 44. Actually, guys, I've checked. Hindi naman pala siya missing page. I actually filmed about it, but I wasn't able to post it. So that's why. Okay? But I'll just put the pages so you won't be, confused. Madali lang naman to. It's not complicated. So, hindi naman talaga kayo mako-confuse kasi technically, I put everything there. Like, the pages. So, here is we're gonna talk about ethical considerations. Page 44. I'm sure marami sa inyong wala nito. Hindi nyo ata alam yung basic etiquette. Just kidding, guys. Most of the people kasi nowadays don't have this kind of things and they don't actually have consideration overall. So, nire-remind ko lang kayo na to be considerate at times when it's like valid and all of that. Okay? So, may pupuntahan ako later. Madaliin na natin to. Hindi naman to mahaba actually. So, you may wish to skip this chapter. O, taray, may ganon. A joke, of course. Ay, taray ng libro. Parang ako lang. Ano ba to? Nag-joke lang. Dahil nakalagay talaga dito, guys. So, this book has already established a broad definition of manipulation for practical reasons, which allows for a range of manipulative behaviors and does not include immoral behavior or a prerequisite. This chapter is a necessary exploration of ethics within the broad definition of manipulation provided. There is a lot of gray area here, ultimately deciding that what is right and wrong is up to each individual. This may vary depending on cultural values, laws, religious beliefs, and a learned moral compass. What this chapter establishes is an understanding of the impact of manipulative behavior is an effort to allow any readers to make informed judgments about their actions. So, importante yun na sometimes you have to be reflective or really be considerate about the overall situation. Hindi lang yung puro selfish. I know a lot of you guys, I know I teach a lot of things that that somehow you have to be selfish about it. Pero mostly sa women lang yun applicable. If you are a man or a guy or a gentleman, no, not a man, a gentleman, you have to be considerate at all times for so many reasons. Kasi we have the upper hand somehow, kasi nga, you don't need to undergo many normal things that happen to a woman. Anyway, I don't have to, ibang topic na yan, basta. So yun, I just want you all to be safe today. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. Mamarkahan ko lang to. Yan. So, nasa right pages na tayo. We have to double time kasi dapat matapos ko tong book, I think, by Friday. So, I wanted to finish this. Medyo madami pa siya. So, later, I'm gonna film again para makaka-double time tayo. I'm gonna see you again. Yan.